Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras.
This is Swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Free Music TV's Culture Daily. It's 8th of July, Monday morning. It's been a sensational show so far. Lele Salvador is so far. And of course now Amy Cherry joining us on the big conversation. We've moved to Studio 899 where we bring you the big conversation. The topic for today is going to be put on the screen, is going to be settled, and we are going to enter because definitely it's a mind-blowing one as usual. But before then, Betway is proud to introduce a brand new game. It's called Fly X with Win Boost. Fly X with Win Boost. The game is simple. Get at it.
X Boost.
Oh, no, X. And I paused. Didn't I pause?
Hey,
Charlie. The game is simple. You bet, blast, and boost your way up to the biggest winnings ever. It's such a fun game to play, and it's even more fun to win because you can get your winnings up to 300% more. That means you can triple your winnings. So don't miss out. Play Fly X with Win Boost exclusively at Betway.com. Bet responsibly. No under 18s. Terms and conditions apply. Betway, get way more. Now, when that cash hit the account or your wallet, well, Live Resto Lounge is the place to go for the award-winning, mouth-watering Acheke Special, or the double cheesy pepperoni pizza. That's the people's favorite. Or the savory banku and tilapia with bako shito. Hurry now and browse our diverse online menus featuring both local and continental cuisine. Call on 020-133-7766 for swift delivery or to reserve a table and have your meal waiting. Live Resto Lounge. Eat hot, eat good. And that's located in East Legon, just opposite the MTN office up there. You'll find Live Resto Lounge. But of course, as we sati finish, it's time to feed our brains. Lancaster University, Ghana, do you want a British degree at the fraction of the cost? Well, you know where to go. Vibrant student experiences in a community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams. Enjoy all these and more, plus up to 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by the finest faculty trained to UK standard at our ultra-modern campuses. For more information, visit lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact us via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call on 020-960-7008, 020-960-7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Amy Cherry, what you got for me?
All right, so introducing the all-new Infinix Note 40 series, that is the Note 40 and Note 40 Pro. Charge up with a flash with lightning fast 70W charging or 20 watts wireless Mac charge, so you can charge all your wireless devices. Capture life's finest moment in stunning detail with the Note 40 series, jaw-dropping 108 mega power, OIS rear camera, 8 photography redefined, features a curved AMOLED screen for the best visual display. Enjoy crystal clear sound while listening to music, play music, or streaming your favorite movies or shows. With Infinix Easy Buy policy, make a 30% down payment or a daily installment of 19 CDs. It can be all yours. Enjoy up to 30 gigabytes free data bundle from Telecel for 6 months. Stay connected, stay entertained. Visit the nearest accredited store now or jump online via ghxpack.com. Experience the future with the Infinix Note 40 series, approved by the one and only Black Sharif.
Well, when you grab yourself an Infinix phone, don't forget that you can plan your trip this summer or plan a trip this summer with unbeatable offers and huge savings from Waka Now. Get ready for sizzling deals on flights, hotels, airport transfers, and dreamy vacation escapes. Plus, get ready for exciting giveaways every Friday. Don't let the summer fun pass you by. Keep your radios tuned and your sets tuned to 3 Music TV and Plus 9.9 FM during Culture Daily, and stay updated on our social media channels. Waka Now Ghana on all platforms, and visit wakanow.com.gh, and you can also download our mobile app or swing by our travel center in Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, and Tamale.
Right. Now, are you thinking of betting on your favorite teams but the odds are not encouraging enough? Or do you feel your money isn't enough for the win you desire? Well, there's no problem. BetWinner is here to sort all of that out. Now, BetWinner has a lot of sports games to choose from. All you have to do is find the website betwinner.com.gh or download the app and register. Instantly, you will receive a 200% bonus from BetWinner on your first deposit up to 3,250 Ghana cedis. Easy. Charlie, BetWinner has got the highest odds that will blow your mind. And if you want to increase your bonus, you can also use the promo code 3MUSIC. Again, 3MUSIC to stand a chance to get another win with BetWinner. Of course, you already know terms and conditions apply. BetWinner is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. Betting can be addictive, not for persons under the age of 18 years. And also, every time we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. Now, brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Charcoal and Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste is great for you. Now, for those of you who want to know about the Pepsodent Charcoal, it's made of fine blend of fluoride with a unique combination of natural charcoal, lemon, mint, and zinc to whiten your teeth, strengthen it, and remove bad odor from your mouth. For the herbal lovers, if you try the Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste, it's infused with a unique blend of green tea and herbal extracts formulated to repair and protect your gums while giving an all-round cooling sensation. So you know what? I'm going to suggest you get both so that you know you can use one in the morning, use one in the evening, so you can get an all-round benefit for your teeth and your gums. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent has been educating Ghanaians on how to brush their teeth for the past 25 years, and so they are definitely the best bet on your dental advice. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. Pepsodent gives you the opportunity to talk to a dentist for free, and so you can call the toll-free number on 0800 161 000 0800 161 000, and you can talk to a dentist for free. Also, Pepsodent is available everywhere. If you enter a shop, just say, please, I want Pepsodent. They will give you. You even have to look for your options, whether you want the original, you want the charcoal, you want the herbal. Won't pay with Make sure you have fresh breath and don't stress anybody's child with
who are you coming
Trust
for?
me, honey.
That's all.
It looks like you're going for someone.
Pepsodent, every smile matters.
All right, every smile matters. Bills paid from Live Resto Lounge to Lancaster to
Slow down.
everything. Yes, I got it in check. Well, today we're going to be doing something, a bit of an analysis, getting into the generational gap once again, since Olile and AC and Amy are on the other side, and I am on this side of the booth. But there's a video that I want you guys to watch. Before I even announce the topic for today and the discussion to start, check out this video and see what you make of it.
Hey, yo, them camera phones too. Let's get back to interacting like humans. Put them weird-ass devices down. I ain't from that era. Them don't control the soul. Your phone. Excuse me, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I will point every last one of y'all out until y'all asses is up. 33 years of doing this. I ain't used to niggas sitting down at my show. I don't give a. All age groups, get your ass up now. I see you, beautiful queen. Get up too. Going on. Everybody up top too. Get your up. Look, the reason why there will be zero tolerance for energy in here is because this is my first time in New Orleans at the 30-year anniversary of the Festival. This my first time, this my brother's first time, and it's my other brother's first time. That's right. Make me feel like we home.
Y'all was at Rock the Mic too.
Well, that was multi-award-winning, multi-platinum albums selling, multi-stadium stages, arena filling, multi-generational, multi-lyrical, multi-sensational artist. I mean, multi-Guinness. That was the man, Busta Rhymes, Big Busta himself, out there in New Orleans, where he decided that, nah, bro, nah, we shall not do it this way. That I should be rapping and jumping, and you are all cameramen. You bought a ticket to come and be a cameraman. Well, the conversation today is our phones, or is the digital world taking away the true experience of concert culture? Now, fast forward, or should I say rewind? Let's go back to December. How many of the experiences did you really experience? And how many of the things you spent all those gigabytes capturing did you ever go back to watch, share, edit, or use? When it's happening, it's like, oh, let me video it. I'll use it to and then you leave that venue, you leave that event, you leave that rave. What do you do with that footage? Eventually, your phone will tell you storage low, and you'll be like, this thing cry was December, and then you delete it. Yes, the man in queue. I've done a lot of research on this topic today. I came with guns and knives and everything. I'm like Rambo. There's one knife in my mouth and I'm holding the rest. You come here today.
Unfortunately, you just picked up yours, but I've been having mine for a minute.
Oh,
so, you know.
Sister, don't let me my ninja knife from the back. But that's the question. What do we do with all this footage? Sabe, and I need to tow Sabe. Even when there's accident, the people are dying. We still find the edge.
Journalists.
No, I think that's different.
It's not different. No. If there was a journalist capturing the accident scene, perfect.
No, but
we have seen it. we are, that's the problem. That's what we are getting into. That have we become so alienated from actual human experience that this edge, this subconscious edge for everyone to video everything about everything in every situation, is it damaging us? Now let's focus on the music concert culture. We can touch on the fringes of, accidents and weird things in town and all those things. But those are all just proof that it seems we are more concerned about what our phone sees than what we see with our own eyes and experience. I don't know. I'll start with AC, since she said she sharpened her knife on Friday already. So let's see what Abuchi has for us.
I think people just really like to capture moments. It's not necessarily about alienating from actually enjoying the experience. Some people just like to. No, a lot of people like to capture. Right, some people do take it to the extreme where they're just trying to capture for whatever it is. But I think that in this space, in capturing a moment, when you go to a concert, what's priority is, one, you're enjoying yourself, and if you see something and feel like, oh, I want to keep this, you're allowed to take a video of it. But in all of this, their motive in taking your video is also another thing. Some people just really want to have the whole thing on their phone, and sometimes, like you said, won't end up using it. There's them, but there's some of us that I'm going to stand for that really like to capture certain moments that would like to use in our reels. Some of us content creators would like to use stuff like that in our reels. At the end of the year, when we're culminating all the amazing things that happen to us, we will keep it in there. You can be bored to the end. That's your problem, and I know you can't relate because you're not in this era. But then again, it's a thing where
Please, can you state who you are talking to so that it's clear?
Cereal. I'm talking about cereal. I'm talking about cereal.
But what did I do that this morning? Like you're coming for me like this. What did I say?
No, you see, you're doing it subtle. Like when the camera is on me,
you of all
it's
people,
off camera.
You of all people should know that I love to capture things.
That's why I was getting to that. I was getting to that part.
Yeah, so why the sub?
So even at location.
At location, I was even going to get there when everybody was in the mood. Everybody was excited. You decided to sit back and I'm coming. I'm asking you a question. Oh, that's not the point. That's not the point. When everyone was having a good time, you sat back and you captured videos of all of us. Are you going to say you didn't have a good time?
I had a good time, and when I was resting,
Bruh,
I captured.
no.
Listen. Oh, you
No.
asked the question. Okay. Wow. Your energy fully is coming strong. I like it. Keep it up.
No, that wasn't
my-
it. I feel like even in capturing a moment, you're able to still
That was
enjoy
it,
the
but
situation.
you asked
like
me a
it's like,
question, you're answering
like
for me.
and no, I'm not answering for you. I'm answering for myself, right? in capturing in like you're seeing what's happening, you're like, oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
so glad I got this. When I get home, I can watch it. You a number of times. You see the video you took of me at there's this concert
Extravaganza.
and I was dancing the
Yeah.
asylum. Do you know how many times I go back to look at it? I'm like, I'm such a
Yeah,
babe.
but let me pause. That is different. Capturing your own experiences and events is totally different.
How?
The focus here on the conversation is when you pay for an exclusive experience, a magician, a circus, a church program, a secular artist, and the idea is I'm going to this event to sit and watch and experience what Amy has for us, the crowd. The moment I do this and I put this between me and Amy and I start watching on this, my focus as a person that should be engrossed in the experience and part of it and singing and all that, it's reduced. We still do it. We still do the singing and all that. But if you really watch anybody who is really jamming at a concert, they don't have their phone.
Yeah.
So the question I'm asking is, just like Buster was asking, let's forget about the era. Okay? Yes, he comes from an era where people came out miles because they wanted to see it and experience it. Now, Buster has performed almost always. He's never stopped touring. So it's not that he's not used to people with camera phones. This, of course, was an exceptionally high instance where it seemed everybody in the auditorium was in zombie mode and just pressing on their phone.
But sorry, before you continue, let's also know that Buster's time or era was a time where people were not being paid for creating content. These days, we go to events and then, aside going to have fun, you're also trying to make some money from the content you're making.
How many people do you think were content creators in that crowd of tens of thousands?
You will never know.
These days, everyone is
listen.
almost everyone is a
but
content
you see-
creator.
Yes, you see, don't water down. Let's not water down the word content creator, influencer,
Yeah.
because everybody says they are one.
No.
Listen, no, I know people with hundreds of thousands of followers who have written on their profile that no influencing, no endorsing, no
Yes,
this.
that's their decision.
It's-
That's their decision.
Relax for me, ladies. And I know people with 6 followers and they've written their influencer DM for prices. Now, the problem here is that it's an unregulated space. So everybody with a camera phone today, now, in the next second, can say they are an influencer. Same way they can say they're a blogger. Same way they can say they're a content creator. They put a phone down, do a TikTok challenge, the bio change, content creator. So there's that. Then there's the actual people who we know are content creators, influencers, blah, blah, blah. In any concert setting, right, you are not going to have 50% of your stadium attendance or your auditorium attendance being professional content creators.
Do they have to be professional?
That's
what I
the
was going
point
to
I'm
say,
making, that
all these people that you know them as professional content creators, they started from somewhere.
Yeah.
They also started taking videos. Today I'll go here, I'll take a video.
Having fun.
Then they blew up, and then you got to know them as a content creator. So anyone who is taking content now, most of them have the plan that, oh, I want to become like this person. This is how this person started. Going to events. Before you reach a point where they would pay you to come and cover their events for them, you need to show them that this is what I can do.
Right
You
now,
get it?
at this point, another thing is that POV is very important. The part where I was when the concert was taking place, what I saw
Yeah.
from my point of view, my stand, my seat, what went on there, all of it is part of the experience. And so if a person is able to get to a concert and curate all of that and put it into one video and put it on their social media, even if they have 6 followers and that video is going to get them 10 million or 10,000, that's going to be their startup. There's a lot of people, aspire to be content creators, and so maybe you might not call them professional content creators. You can call them aspirational content creators, because there are lots of people that are capturing moments. Maybe they're not thriving in it, like Cyril is saying. because of how aspirational they are to get into that space. But they will capture the moment and try and put it from their point of view so that if anyone gets to appreciate it, they will get paid for it. Perfect example is how someone started these things is Corty. She's very unconventional. The way she captures things is not the way any usual person would. And so how it started was people just liked the content from her point of view. And so imagine if she went out and didn't take any content and came back to sit down and do a talking video, and I was then people didn't want that anymore on YouTube or on the social media platforms. And so now it's like, I want an experience. When you went, what happened? If you can show me, it's better than you telling me. And so people always want to take videos. And I was there and this happened. Even if I won't post it, and I want to come back home and tell Amy about how much of a great time I had at a Busta Rhymes concert, I want to have evidence. And Busta Rhymes did this, and look at his dress, and look at his shirt. We are in an era where people like to have receipts.
Yeah, and also I was going to say that we're in an era where people don't really use Google recommendations. I don't know the last time I've tried to go to a restaurant and I'll go to their Google to check their
word of mouth is king.
What?
Word of mouth is king.
Yeah, and then videos. If I want to go for a concert, any concert I've gone to over the past months or years, I would always want to check previous content from the event. So that is how. So I think that even though there is a downside of the artists feeling like the people are not enjoying my concert, I also think that when the person takes the video of your concert and puts it out there, next time someone who would want to come would just go and see and be like, oh, this is how it was when this person went, so I'd also want to go. So I think it's just I think we as people, or we as individuals, will have to take it upon ourselves that if I go for a concert, when I go for a concert, I want to create content. I have the time I create the content, the time I enjoy myself. I don't go there and then pull my phone up the entire time throughout the event.
The question I want to ask is, even for Cyril, who likes to capture things, do you think that if you're at a concert or you've paid to see someone perform and you lift up your phone, it means you're not enjoying it? In this era, I feel like I'll let you answer, but for me, before you answer my question, I would only lift my phone
when the performance,
if I like what's going on, and I'd want to keep it.
Okay, thank you. I give people 5 minutes solid. I didn't say a word, so I hope I get my 5 minutes. Now, I've heard everything you've said, and I agree with you on most of your points. But here's where I push back. One, we need to be realistic. Not everybody is a content creator. And no matter how much you are aspiring with your little phone to one day become a big Corty, is that what you said?
Yeah, Corty.
Corty or Chidera or whoever. Great, good for you. It no go happen, bro. Listen, not everybody can become everybody and do everything.
That doesn't mean they shouldn't try.
Yes, but you see,
it could be you. It could not be you.
No. Hear me out. There's you see how I let you talk. It's like
we are supporting so that
I don't need
forward.
Okay, letting you know
sorry.
that I don't need support.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So my pushback is, you go to concerts, shows, whatever, for the experience that you are going to be a part of. If you, as the payee, were happy with just produced content, you would have stayed at home and watched the live stream. But the human interaction of the whole thing, the experience, getting the ticket, getting through the crowd, getting to your seat, interacting with your friends. If you were capturing shots of maybe you and AC jamming to the concert, totally understandable. They've been doing that since Polaroid cameras. It's even part of the reason why Polaroid cameras were a success, because people wanted their pictures instantly. You go to Disneyland with your family, the picture of with Mickey Mouse. You get what I'm saying? That's different. But you don't go to Disneyland and start taking pictures of Mickey Mouse and forget you and your family. That's what we're talking about. When you go to church, okay, and there's a spiritual aspect to it, and you really mean to go to church and pray and fellowship and blah, 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 you do not relinquish your focus on fellowship and worship to capture the moment on your phone. In that instance, no matter how much of a content creator you are, or how aspirational you are to want to be a content creator, you put your device away and you fellowship. Are you following me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so the choice is clear, and the ability for most attendees at events to discern that this is something I can capture. and this is something I must put my phone away and experience. It's clear. They know when to do that. Okay? There have even been instances and shows where, for the exclusivity of it, people's phones are taken away. They are given little black baggies to put their phone in, blah, blah, blah. And people do that. They comply and they enjoy the show regardless. And when the Netflix special comes or whatever comes, they go and watch and experience it again. There's already big media that is responsible for capturing and re-sharing these moments for us to relive. The question here is, how well are you as an attendee going to engage in the experience of the show, experience the curation, the creativity, the dynamics that somebody has painstakingly put together for your rapt and unflinching attention when you are busy changing your phone settings and your camera settings and asking for overhead light and put your torch on for me and doing all these things. It's not that people are not aspirational to be content creators. That's fine. I understand that, and nobody has a problem with that. It's not that you don't have a right to capture moments with your phone. Everybody has a right to that. I do that more than everybody. Thirdly, the point here is, are we wasting the purity and the actual reason why we bought tickets, dressed up, got our hair done, took a ride hailing, whatever, drove to the event, got through the crowd, got to our seat on time, got there and started jamming? Are we relinquishing that for the ability to capture it, where most of us don't even use the footage? Now, the two of you are not standard. Both of you are in the media space. I've seen your social medias. You capturing content and sharing and doing your reels, blah, 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 is brand building. You are doing that because Sofa is a brand, because Amy Cherry is a brand. Now call your who is not a brand, who is at Olele Salvador concert, right? Does she need to focus on experiencing the concert, or is she going to miss out the essence of the concert to capture 4K footage that she'll have to delete next week when she's at the serial concert and her phone is telling her there's no storage? We've all had that experience where we thought something was so priceless we will never delete it. But something priceless happens and you quickly empty that folder and your 4 gig is free.
But that one is normal.
No, you don't get it. People who are content creators have backup. They have cloud storage. They're not going to delete it. I'm sure if I went to Chidera David and I said, do you have footage from the first Afrochella? When it was Afrochella, before Afrofuture. I'm sure, I can bet 9 out of 10 that this guy has the footage somewhere. Because this is his job. You understand? If I went to Olele Salvador and I said that, do you have something from the first demo? Demo na yeko yankamuku and your friend thing.
Occupy Julabi House.
Occupy Julabi House. Olele will tell me that, oh, I put for my Dropbox or this. Those are different from the person who just got a phone because the camera is nice and also wants to be doing this, to the point where now you have a combination of the real content creators. Hear me out. You are on stage. Amy Cherry presents. I star. Boom. We are standing there for you. There's the actual Isofas who need to capture content for their brands. There's Olele who's capturing it for pop culture. Okay, there's the aspirational person with 1 gig who's trying to capture something and maybe hit one day. Then there's the person who feels left out and just wants to do it. You on stage, right? A plethora of guests, with all of them with a phone on you and nobody actually engaging the show. That's the problem I'm talking about. Do you get it? Yeah. When there's a media pass at an event and we see people zoomed in on their camera, blah, blah, we understand that there's a purpose to this capture. Do you understand? If there are influencers backstage, like you guys usually do, everybody understands. If you saw a Sofa or Amy backstage, you understand the Juma Nekoso. No matter how good they look or what phone they are holding, you know it's work.
Sure,
right?
You didn't answer my question.
What?
You didn't answer my question.
Which question?
I'm saying that when you're capturing these moments, does it mean you're not experiencing or enjoying what's going on?
When I am capturing these moments, I enjoy it regardless.
That's my issue.
No, but you see, I capture these moments, or I capture the few moments I do when something special in the moment happens. Yeah. I don't go. We are not talking about something crazy happened. They pulled a surprise. Oh my God, there's a lion on stage. Quickly, let's get it. That's nice, right? But people go and do this from the beginning of the show with a power bank attached.
I don't think.
No,
I don't think people.
Brad, did you see the video? Let's watch the video
The
again.
video is very short. First of all,
no matter how short the video is, we can still see everybody's torchlight.
But okay, we could even watch videos from pens. People didn't have their phones throughout the event.
no.
You are missing the point.
If someone
You are
comes
missing the
up
point.
and I like the person, maybe
You are-
aside
Izzy.
me, there might be 10 other people that like maybe Maya Blue, a Kiddy, Kim Promise. Not all of us who like maybe the same artist
Yeah,
at the same time. And
time.
so if Kiddy comes and 20 of us have our phones up, right?
don't think it'll
And
be
Kim Promise
throughout
comes
the
and another
You're
25
you're
have our
missing the
phones
point.
up.
I'm not talking about your preference of artists.
No, I know
or
that's not what you're
talent
talking
or
about.
whatever.
I'm just
I
saying
get
that
it.
nobody
Kiddy
is
comes,
going to
Team
have-
Kiddy might take their phone and Kim Promise might be
Exactly.
like this. It's normal. Okay, Kim Promise might come and Team Promise will take their phone and Team Kwame Eugene will be like this. It's normal. I'm not talking about that preference.
No, I'm not talking about
That's
preference.
not
I
what
only
I'm
use
talking
preference
about.
as an example.
I'm
That's
just
what I
saying
did.
that I don't think
nobody
someone
will
will
hold
go
their
to a
phone
concert and
from
hold their-
underground artists to end of, or even if not underground artists. If the event has about 3 or 4 A-list artists, they'll hold their
Olele.
phone from.
Throughout the event.
Olele,
I
we've
don't
spoken to a lot of artists. You've been quiet, so let me bring you in. We've spoken to a lot of artists on and off air, and I think a lot of them at some point have mentioned this, where crowd interaction is a problem. Where in Ghana, especially, with Ghanaian
Specific to
artists,
Ghana.
we've sat in this same room and they came. The horses came to tell us from their own mouth that performing on stage, one of the modern hindrances is the fact that people are no longer looking at you. They are no longer listening at you. They are there to film. They are there to capture. The person who has paid the ticket wants to be in your shot with you. To go and, like you are saying, to go home and go and say, "Me call only let's
Doesn't that make you happy as an artist?
That's one. And
No, you see, you are thinking it makes me happy as an artist, and the artists are telling you that what makes me happy is
You
put the
can't
phone
dance,
down, make we
yeah.
jump. That's the problem. Like, you just hit it on the head for me. You are assuming that because Cyril is such a big deal, let me do this selfie with him. He must be happy that I'm so impressed by him. I want him in my selfie. You are thinking about Cyril is thinking, drop the phone, make we jump.
I think
I'm saying
might be
that, and this is
subjective,
the reason why I'm saying
Why
it's
is
not
it
subjective.
subjective?
Relax. The
because
reason
there's some
why-
artists who take the phone and even make a video.
Yeah,
and give it
that
back.
someone
It
even
is-
talk to
listen,
you.
talk to you.
Listen, it's craftsmanship. Okay, artists have been talking to cameras before the invention of mobile phones. Okay, Michael Jackson used to come and do a little hee hee in the camera, and people will go mad. Usher used to come and sing and serenade the people watching on TV. So it's just craftsmanship. Okay, that doesn't mean that if there was no phone or nobody was videoing, the show no go bang. What we are talking about is that artists, even locally, have come to sit on this very platform, in this very chairs you are sitting on, to tell us that a hindrance in performance space now in the modern world is the fact that people want to see things through their phones, even when they are there and the thing is happening live, right? And for the performer, from his perspective, that's disconnective. Do you understand? You are just thinking about yourself. Oh, you are an influencer. You have a right to capture your phone. Great. Nobody's stopping you. But the artist is telling you that the craft I've put together and the show I put together, I need your engagement. I need that two-way communication to give you the best performance. But now it has become an exhibition where I am supposed to do what I'm doing with my band and you will capture and do your selfies however you want. That's what we are discussing. I'm not discussing why people do it. I'm not discussing whether being an influencer is good or bad or whether capturing events is. That's not where I'm going. I'm asking a simple question: that do you think that for whatever reason that this thing is now happening everywhere, that it has Jane same at New Orleans and Pastor Harris wants to beat the people? No. Do you think it is affecting how it's affecting the quality of the events that people are put together? Because now interaction with the guest is diminished because the guest is more focused on capturing and going home to go and tell Mensa that see what I captured than actually experiencing the show. That's all. But like I was asking Salvador for his input, especially with regard to the fact that we've had artists, A-listers sit here and tell us that it's something that they frown upon. I don't know what you think.
No, I mean, Bleo. If you look at the past experiences, obviously, the focus was heavily hinged on pure engagement. You know, it was on the performance, it was on the music, the atmosphere. You know, there was some form of unity. The euphoria was collective. You know, fans would sing along, they would dance, they would probably lose themselves. You know, I will never forget one of my favorite music live shows. Music is big. You have this white man who would come on stage and come and boogie down.
That guy was already
Well, I'm telling you, like every single time, this guy was there. But I think it's we I want to approach this carefully. I think it's a blessing and it's a curse, all right? Because I see where AC and Amy are coming from, and really the common enemy here is technology, you know, and I think the conversation should be more of balancing the technology and experience. And if artists will go the route Busta Rhymes did, then maybe that would save us the conversation and we can have some balance. Because Busta's not the first person to have raised an issue like this. I think last year or so, another concert, I was trying to remember what concert it was. I think, was it Coldplay? It was going to be one of these big artists who said, you know, until their phones are down, they're not going to perform because they want people to experience the concert, which is a fair argument. But as AC and Amy were talking, I remembered what happened with the Omale conversation. Now, there are some moments the cameramen on duty will not capture. And as part of pop culture and the conversations that surround pop culture in our time, these POVs contribute heavily to pop culture.
To the narrative, yeah.
To the narrative. For example, the alleged boyfriend of the lady who was involved in Omale's situation. The cameraman did not capture that. It was a fan or someone who was in the audience who had a phone or his phone close to them to capture that part. Even the part where we saw the gentleman walking towards the train station or towards the junction, it was another, you know, bystander or eyewitness who gave us that, you know, overview, that angle. So
Can I ask something? Just so that I don't go far. Was any of that necessary?
It was.
No, hear me out. Infringing on, I mean, what happened on stage, right? That was a public space. Infringing on the guy's privacy. He's had a tough day, right? Girls ditch guys, weird things happen. You go take your girl, go party, leave with some other guy. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Now somebody following him around with a camera phone while he's minding his business and trying to leave after an obviously bad night.
Yeah.
We are looking at it from a news content angle that we got the story.
Yeah.
But who wants that?
We want that, regardless. If there was no footage, we'll talk about it.
You don't get my point. My point is, AC, you went somewhere with your boyfriend, right? And then Shensia is performing, and Shensia calls your boyfriend, and it's the track of a lifetime. Your guy forgets he come there with Yusuf. And when he quickly turns their camera, oh my God, this guy came with AC while you're there trying to keep a straight face. You're dealing with all that humiliation, right? And then that happens. That's fair enough. It happened in the concert arena. Now, AC quickly excuses herself and like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to cry in public. I don't want people to see me upset, blah, blah. AC's trying to make it back to the car, right? Then fast forward, Cyril, who's an upcoming blogger or influencer, who has an iPhone and thinks that maybe this is my big break. I'm following her through the car park. Girl, no. Do you think it's not necessary? See, that's where I'm seeing it from. You are just seeing it from it helped the news story. Yeah. But that guy behaved like a gentleman, took his L, left the venue, didn't go fight nobody, didn't go harass his girl, and was making his way to his train to go back home. And some overzealous mobile phone person, right, said, "Oh, this is my big break," and added insult to the guy's injury for an exclusive. We've seen this happen with celebrities, where Eminem is going through a tough time, and there's people shoving cameras in his face. Obo Bakuno no money lawsuit by Kanye West was going through it with Kim and the kids, and paparazzi showed up and he smashed their cameras. And they made it. Do you get what I'm saying? Where is the thin line between I was at a concert and I captured something that happened on stage to me having a phone entitles me to stalk AC.
Oh no, we don't agree with that. I think right now we've moved from there.
Since they do it at every event. I don't want to mention any event brands here and make them look bad. But at every event, it may happen. If some girl will go twerk for stage, where the girl they left,
they'll take videos.
The girl that to the we've forgotten about privacy. We've forgotten about boundaries. We've forgotten about people having the right to experience things and move on. Now you see the scenario I gave with AC. It feels bad, doesn't it? One, because the gender is different. Two,
no,
yes,
not
listen.
because the gender. Because when you said it,
this doesn't have anything to do with gender.
It's not
because even in the other way, the guy also looked very bad. I remember standing here doing it on Trending Live. Cyril, no. I remember doing this on
halfway. Let me land. I'll let you rebut. You say what you want to say, but let me finish. I had to create this scenario of reversing the genders, right? To show the impact and for me to even be able to label it stalking, right? For it to be acceptable, right? I don't think, please let me finish. I don't think anybody referred to the person who was following that guy around with a phone as a stalker, right? Nobody did. But let's say that guy lost his cool, okay? And that guy turned around and took that person's phone and smashed it. Who would have been the villain of the night? Let's forget about gender. Who would have been the bad person of the night? So
I think it would still be the camera guy, because like you said.
Olele, who do you think would have been the villain?
If the person leaves,
in terms of what
there was a lady following him, right?
Yeah.
The lady.
See, that's the thing. Look, it wasn't following.
Whatever it was, whoever got. Oh, Charlie.
You see, I'm looking at it from. That's what I'm saying. That I'm looking. Cyril, you don't even know like the actual details of the shot.
No,
that's what I'm trying to explain. So, what exactly was the shot? She wasn't following him. It was the girl's friend, and they had spoken. And the guy was walking away. It wasn't a moving shot.
I'm not talking about the shot. Okay. I remember the girls were gathered and they were talking, and yes, it was a friend. And I'm talking about the part of the shot where the guy was done talking with them and leaving, right? And then they decided to capture all that while doing their own, whether it was chit chat or whatever in the back, overlaying nicely to it, all coming together as very nice, funny content about this guy's loss on that day.
So it doesn't have anything to do with the scenarios you gave.
I am asking that we all saw it, including myself, including you. We just all saw it as content, right? Did we think about it that one, the guy's privacy? Did we think about it as two, we are exposing the guy to some risk, right? You have closed the concert at Ahomachi, you are going. Now the video then told the whole world where you are going on that dark alley. Do you get it? We sat here and we spoke about Christmas caution and don't share your location and don't tell people.
But why was he also speaking to the camera about all these things?
That's what I'm saying, that he spoke to the girl's friend. Hear me out. I'm not talking about him willingly interacting with the girl's friends. I'm talking about the shot that went viral that had people going crazy and laughing at this guy, that he was leaving the funny train or something. I've forgotten the thing. That's what I'm talking about. That was that necessary, because yes, there's a thin line between what's happening on stage with Omale, right? But because we've accepted all of it, even the people who were capturing that exclusive moment forgot when they crossed that line that Sisi Amejai capturing the event,
So you see, this is what
I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
This is what I want to explain, that through the lens of pop culture, you see what pop culture does is it looks at what it used to be before, what it were before. So I'm using this Omale example to help break this into two. Previously, or pre-smartphone era, whatever happened at the Omale concert would have remained with the people there. All right? It would only be a conversation of nostalgia. Oh, Charlie, we went to this show and Charlie.
Or TMZ. Or a newsworthy outfit that would have captured it.
But that's what I was going to get to.
Because when Janet Jackson's boobs came out of the dress,
yes,
we didn't have this culture, but it still made global attention. So the news caught it.
Exactly, and that has trickled down into individual TMZs, right? Because why do the paparazzis have a profession, or why do paparazzis have a following? Because they have a way of getting the content.
So the question is it safe to have everybody being a TMZ?
No, but you
is it
see,
safe to
but you
have
see, we
everybody
can't.
being a paparazzi?
We can't regulate that because.
No, we'll cross that bridge. But
let me
let's
land.
answer. Let's identify the problem before we figure out.
No,
how
I
we
want
cure it.
to be able to land so that when we are asking the
We are
questions,
out of time. That's why I'm asking the yes or no part. That is it safe? And this is to everybody.
when you overdo it, we obviously know the safety issues when you overdo it. But you can't also regulate
without boundaries and without regulation and without saying this or that. Do we think it is safe for every single person at every single event to be the paparazzi?
And I'm telling you that you can't.
Amy, do you think it is safe?
Cyril,
Do you think it's advisable?
Cyril, listen.
But then you can't just say yes because it follows.
No, let me. I want to explain this so that people understand this.
Let me give you a scenario. Then
I'm not. You have not allowed me to.
I can make you laugh.
Let me land.
Let me give Amy a scenario. When you arrive at an event, right? If a random guy was there with the phone, and he was like, lots of hot girls coming to the Olele show, Charlie, blah, blah, blah. You'd smile and just pass because, hot girl, you've arrived. If you close and you are going, and that guy is still following you into the car park, and this one hot girl I got at the beginning, she's now going to a car, and he's following you all the way to wherever you parked at the back, would you feel comfortable?
Why is the person following?
But you didn't have a problem when the random person put a phone in front of you when you arrived.
We were entering, so
it doesn't matter. So what I'm saying is you are entering
public place. If I'm going to,
we're entering a public place. Let's say Jeffrey is taking videos of people coming to location, and then after location, he's following these people with the same camera into their cars. That doesn't make sense.
No. If you arrived at a show, right, and there were phone guys, I don't want to call them bloggers or whatever. There were phone guys, right, on the window of your Range Rover waiting for you to drop. At that moment, you want all the clout, so you're cool with it, right? Now you are going back to your Range Rover. They want to give you more clout. Now all of a sudden, it's stalking. You don't get the question I'm asking? Anyway,
see,
Charlie, they say they can't hear us. So.
The conversation is hinged or is centralized on concert culture, not car park culture, and I want us to focus on that. We are talking about. Hold on, Cyril, let me land. We don't have time. Let me land. I'm saying that when you are within the auditorium where the concert is happening, right? You can't regulate that because social media has influenced or heavily integrated itself into the science or the dynamics of content creation. Because what it used to be pre-Gen Z was we all go for the concert. We enjoy ourselves, and then when we meet 10 years later, like, hey, child, you remember the Bataram show we went to? Blah, 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 blah. But for the Gen Zs and for this generation, social media has become the nearest joint or the nearest center to relive the nostalgia. So some of them have this...
As quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible. Even Snapchat, right? After a year or two, they'll tell you on this day, just before we go into this.
Google, Instagram.
Exactly. So I'm just saying that even the apps that are developed, right? They are they are developed in a way that they want to bring back nostalgia. Yeah. So that is what has affected it. So what some artists are doing is for their concerts, they'll say they'll have a no phone rule or no phone policy. When we had opportunity to go for Dave Chappelle's meeting in the Legon campus, right? We were asked to put our phones in the black bag, security, whatever. We couldn't take it out, and that was a policy. So you go in there, you sit and you listen, right? And then you wait until when they are done editing the videos or whatever, you relive your nostalgia through that. And that is what Dave Chappelle has done for all of his shows. You don't go to a Dave Chappelle show, a stand-up comedy show, and your phone is there. No, he's not going to allow it, right? But how many people would have that?
Logistics to do that.
You understand? So it's about the balance, right? We can't regulate, we can't regulate people, or we can't stop people from pulling up their phones to capture it. But you also can't say that, because you are being allowed to capture certain things, you are going to follow someone to the car park. No.
So let's not say, okay, so no problem. Let me retract the car park.
Okay.
Assuming in the concert space, one content creator is obsessed with your look. 45 minutes, I create a sotata, and I'm a video.
Why are you crying?
But like Cyril, I feel like there's an extent to some of these things.
I'm sorry.
No, Cyril, because if I'm looking cute, it's okay for someone to say, "Oh, you look cute," but then after saying you look cute, you want to hold me. That's moving. No, I'm not saying that's what I'm giving a scenario that's close to what you're saying. It's like you've done you've complimented me. Why do you want to go further and still like have
for yourself?
Like what is it?
Let me. You remember when? Do you remember the Stoneboy video of the guy who was giving fans?
Debbie's tune, international award-winning Debbie's tune of my ear. So I beg, let me take my local show.
The coconut seller was giving Stonebwoy fans. After Stonebwoy say,
we'll get back. We'll definitely have to continue this conversation. A lot of perspectives and angles, and I can tell AC and Amy are boiling because one is tapping her finger under the table. I can see the other has folded her arms like this. So it's me they are looking for. They'll find me tomorrow right here on Culture Daily's Big Convo, where we continue this very thrilling conversation sparked by none other than Busta Rhymes. Let's check it out. Make sure you stay tuned to 3 Music TV. This is The Culture. We out.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Malta Guinness and Telecel.